Hello and welcome to my channel, Cali Legends Media. Okay, I wanted to do a video today on a comment that I received during a live yesterday. It's something that I heard before in other comments from other people. I heard it from sureños, and I heard it from people that just got out of prison, and I heard it from some crackpots too, okay? So this dude yesterday commented that he was told not to comment on my channel, that it was a dropout channel, okay? But let's clear one thing up first of all, okay? A lot of people don't know what it means to be a dropout, okay? If you're a dropout, that means that you dropped out of an organization. That's how it's used politically. That's how it's used in prison. That's how it's used by the program. If you drop out of any one of the organizations that exist, any organization, you dropped out, okay? If sometime during your career you ended up on the other side for some other reason, you got caught with your head on your Sally's lap, or you know, you owed money for dope or some other sick ass shit, then obviously you're a degenerate, you're no good. You end up on the other side for any reason, you're considered incommunicado, man. You're not to be spoken to, acknowledged in any way, shape, or form. And that's the way it is. That's the way it's always been. It's nothing new. Now, things, you know, terms are thrown around in the internet and by different content creators inappropriately, okay? Now, I don't know who came out with that if you have a YouTube channel, you're automatically no good, okay? Now, at one point, yeah, you couldn't talk on any type of media if you were involved in a certain something, okay? But things have changed, okay? Technology has changed, and the way that this is looked at has changed. Not much, but it has changed, okay? And trust me, okay? Before I got this YouTube channel started, I talked to a lot of people. I didn't have to, but I did out of respect, okay? I talked to my homeboys, a lot of the older homeboys. I let them know what I wanted to do, what I wanted to try to do, and what I wanted to work on. And they were like, hey, go ahead, ponle, do your thing, homie. You know, you've been around long enough. You're old enough to go out and you know, share some knowledge, you know? Nevertheless, that didn't give me free reign to talk about whatever I wanted to. There's some things I just can't talk about, you know, even about my neighborhood. Now, did I drop out of my neighborhood? No, I didn't, okay? I'm going to be from my neighborhood till the day I die, you know? Am I still in the street hunting down my enemies and trying to put them in a box and you know, out writing on walls and stuff? No, I'm not, okay? I'm retired, okay? I'm already at the age where I have no business doing that. I had no business doing this a long time ago. I've had kids since I was 16 years old, and I should have matured differently and been a well-rooted family man with homes or a business, and you know. But I pretty much just squandered my life, you know. And all the money that I've made. And trust me, man, I made hundreds of thousands of dollars throughout my life, and have very little of that wealth to show, you know. Shame on me. But maybe I could help the next kid think their life through better, so that they don't waste 30 years, 40 years of their life, you know. A lot of my homeboys were very successful, even though they were from the neighborhood. They They left the neighborhood at a young age. They had families, they had jobs and wives, and they went and they handled their business. It's not frowned upon in our neighborhood, man. We want all our homies to do good and to take care of their families and to take care of their kids, to have good jobs, to have income, to have a home, you know? And so when a homie goes away to do that, hey, man, he's our homie. He's embraced regardless. That doesn't make that he dropped out of the neighborhood, you know? Now, if he was on the Maravilla Tira and he rolled it up, couldn't even survive with his own people, you know, and then goes and runs his own program and claims some other weird ass shit, then yeah, you know, he's a dropout from our neighborhood. He dropped out from our organization, our family. Okay. Is he a dropout in general? No, but he dropped out from our barrio. You know what I mean? That terminology is, and especially when it's used towards active and inactive sureños, that has to do with a bigger picture. And a lot of people are ignorant and don't know. Okay. Now, I mentioned earlier that out of respect, I talked to my homies that I was going to do this, and I had blessings from a lot. Nobody told me it wasn't the thing for me to do. Everyone was like, hey, go ahead, homie, handle your business, do your thing, you know? Now, as far as speaking on social media about the inner workings of prison organizations at any level where you're exposing game, is still a violation. Okay, nothing's changed. But there's active homies that do interviews in social media, speak on social media. They even bang on social media, you know. Are they getting smashed out for going on social media and revealing who our enemies are or what's happening? And they said, no, they're not. You know, should they be? I don't know. That's not my call. That's not my business. But as far as my channel, you could believe this or not, okay? But I asked and had taken upon myself to run it by somebody who's somebody. You know, I didn't do it directly. I went through the proper channels, and, you know, as long as I didn't go certain places, it was okay. You know, I didn't go into this blindly and in any way disrespecting anybody or any organization. That's why I don't talk about politics. You don't hear me mentioning people that are alive, that are still in the mix, or doing their thing, or exposing channels, or, you know, I know a lot about a lot of things that the average bear don't know, but I don't speak on it, you know. This is not a dropout channel. Don't get it messed up in your mind, you know. Will I get smashed out if I was to go to the county? I probably will. I probably would. You know why? Because there's idiots that, you know, super high power VATOS that think they know something, you know, and might do something that they might regret later, or may find out that they fucked up, you know, that they shouldn't have did what they did. And it happens. It happens, you know. I've asked several times about what I'm doing out of respect. And mainly for probably a selfish reason. I don't know if I'm going to end up back in there before my life is over. You know what I mean? And if I do, I'd like it to go like it's gone all the other times that I've gone through the system, and hopefully I can just, you know, spend my last of my years just doing my thing if I end up in there. If I do, God forbid. I don't plan to, you know, and All you people that are like, oh, don't leave comments, and or why are you watching that vato? He's a dropout. No, I'm not a dropout, homie. I don't know where that came from. I don't know who said that. If it's because you say, oh, well, if you were active or if you were still good, you wouldn't be speaking on social media. There's a lot of active homeboys that are speaking on social media. A lot of them doing interviews. Some of them saying way more than, in my opinion, they should be. And if there was a problem, believe me, this whole program would be shut down. If management had a problem with all the homies that are on here, it wouldn't take but a simple word, and you'd see everybody's channel disappearing, and no more interviews, no more nothing. That quick, you know. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled, you know. It would happen. This whole YouTube thing will get shut down with a whisper. Okay, so. You know, all you super high power level 10 vatos that are, you know, oh, I can't leave a comment because then, you know, oh, I'm fraternizing and this and that. You don't even know, man. You don't even know. Apparently, you don't know the politics well enough to know who's doing what, or, you know, who's a dropout. What does that mean? Who's a peseta? What does that mean? You know, there's more to it than just, oh yeah, you're speaking on YouTube, so you must be a piece of shit. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. So rethink your thoughts, man, and try to figure this out real hard if it's hard for you, and understand that there'd be no Cholo Juan, there'd be no Santo G, there'd be no fucking Blue Devil, there'd be a gang of vatos that have channels wouldn't be having channels or having interviews anymore if there was a problem. With a quickness, it would end overnight. Trust me, if it was a problem like that. Okay. People in a certain level can't even, especially if they're in the system, can't speak towards no type of interview or anything, and that holds fast, you know. But we're out here, and there's a lot of technology, and there's a lot of shit being thrown around, and I don't know if you see it or not, but people subliminally try to shoot back at people that are saying things they shouldn't be saying on social media. People take their lives in their hand and go the lengths they do to disrespect certain people and certain organizations, and they've been doing it for years, you know. But little do they know, or maybe they don't understand, that eventually everything catches up to everyone, you know. None of that rhetoric is going to go unanswered, obviously. It's unheard of, you know. So those of you who do practice that and do that, do your thing, you know what I mean? All I know is that once you fall into bad favor, there's no coming back, man. And some of you just cross that line way too far with what you're saying and what you're doing on social media. And most of you are dropouts, you know, or degenerates, or PCs or whatever. I don't know how you could categorize the ones that speak like that, you know. I'm not saying all of them are doing that, but the ones that are doing that are in that category. There's no active people or anybody close to being active that is talking that madness that's being talked. And you know mostly who the main culprits are. You know, I don't have to say. You know, as far as doing things with a dropout channel, or somebody that has a channel that's a dropout, that's different. That walked away from the life without going that route. I'll give you an example. Rascal would be an example. He you know, he found an opportunity to live his life, and from what I understand, that option was open to him, and he jumped on it, and now he's doing what he's doing, trying to help the homies, you know, and being a family man, you know, and that's a respectable, honorable thing. I think everybody in prison would like to be out here doing something for their kids and their family. Not that they're not doing something for them in there, but they would like to be here to watch them grow up, you know, teach their little babies to walk, see them graduate, see them get married, walk their daughters down the aisles. I'll be damned if they don't, okay? But they chose a lifestyle that they dedicated their life and their souls to, and I respect that. That was their choice, you know. So I will not do nothing to dishonor that. That was a huge sacrifice, one that I was never able to make, and I made that clear to certain people that, you know, I had a family. You know, I just couldn't make that commitment. I couldn't, you know, and they understood, you know, and you're given a choice. And if you're not smart enough to make that choice at that time, when it's given to you, then shame on you, you know. Do I talk against going to prison? Hell yeah, 100%. I don't want to see nobody in prison, man. We got to be out here with our families, with our loved ones. And if something goes down with the government or with anything, we need to be out here to protect them and to provide for them in any way possible, with any means possible. So, yeah, it's imperative that men stay out here, especially during troubled times, you know. If you feel you cannot watch my channel, don't watch it. There's other channels you guys could go watch, you know. You could go watch Renegade Media or Daniel's, whatever that snowflake's name is or whatever, and listen to their to their madness. It's all good, you know. I ain't hating, you know. I'm doing my thing, you know, and I'm doing my thing very, very, very carefully, you know. And sometimes when I think that I might be going too far, believe me, man, I'll run a check. And the one time that I started overstepping the line, I got reeled back in. So, you know, trust me, man. There's more to people's lives and stuff, backgrounds and stuff than you know just by seeing them doing their little thing on YouTube and stuff, you know. Just know, if there's ever a problem with actives on social media, a lot of people are going to disappear overnight, and it's going to end just that quick. With that being said, this is my video. I hope it brings some understanding. I hope it cools some people's jets. You know, I could imagine in the comment section I'm going to hear from you high power level 10 vatos that are going to say no, can no this and this and that. And honestly, I don't care, because chances are you're nobody, or you would get at me through the right channels, you know, and I know where my channel's at. So anyways, yeah. Anyways, for those of you who subscribe to my channel, thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope I could continue to provide stories and things, discussions and history and stuff that that you guys enjoy listening to and that interests you. And yeah, thank you very much, each and every one of you. Thank you for watching. God bless you. God bless your family. Like I always say, man, stay strong, stay free, keep your head up. And I hope to see you on the next video. Thank you very much for watching.